It's a spooky bonus battle with two spooky idiots talking about two spooky movies, except mine was sort of more sci-fi than spooky, but this is the spooky bonus battle episode. I am joined today by Sandro.
Hello.
I'm Zach, and this is a bonus battle.
Yeah,
Hello.
It's just bonus battle.
But it's spooky.
Ooh! It's spooky because you watched another movie.
Yes. Whoa.
And it's spooky because I watched a horror movie.
Yep. I watched a sci-fi thriller.
Yes.
I think the trope of, like, alien parasites has gotten less spooky.
Yes.
It's like it was a more spooky concept back in the day. Now it's just a, like, oh, that's a cool idea. Rather than... And it's, like, definitely horrifying, but I feel like The Thing or something like that is, like, that's a horror movie, whereas this is, like, a sci-fi thriller. It's more...
It's a gateway horror movie.
Yes.
If you watch this, it could lead to you watching scary films, but the film itself is like,
don't do drugs. Don't do this film.
Was it like
get you into the harder horror films?
Was it like an episode of Doctor Who that is not necessarily trying to be scary, but has a premise that's like, oh yeah, I could see how that could frighten young kids?
It's like the opposite of that. It's an episode that tries to be like, it's got this spooky concept, but doesn't go too hard on it.
Okay.
And the spookiness, it's just got a bit of, like, the subtle spooks.
Ooh. Yes, so, yeah, you watched The Puppet Masters.
Yes.
Which was a choice for October in 94.
Yep.
I watched Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Yep.
Another option that we had this month.
I was about to sneeze, sorry.
That's why I paused.
Yep.
Cool. That's good. I'm just going to leave that in. Because it's spooky!
Whoa! Spooky.
Where did the sneeze go?
silence.
The tale of the missing sneeze.
That's you.
What happened to it? Oh! I also watched 6 other Nightmare on Elm Street films.
Yeah, you watched how many films? Like
7
8 films?
7 films.
Yeah.
I would have watched the 2010 reboot, except I couldn't be stuffed.
Yep.
So
fair enough. No. 7 movies is definitely enough.
Just quick rapid fire.
Yeah, quick rapid fire. Go over every movie.
So Nightmare on Elm Street, first one, classic. It's good. It's a goodie. It's really good. I really enjoyed it.
Nice.
Johnny Depp doesn't really do anything, but it's cool to see him as a kid.
Nice.
Number 2. What? What is this? It's this kid turning into Freddy? He turns into a mass murderer. But then he doesn't because he's got heart. I don't know. 2 was weird. I wanted to like it, but I don't think I did.
Cool. Baddie.
It does have a good kill, though.
Oh, yeah?
Imagine you're in a room.
I am in a room.
You cover your canary cage with a tarp.
What?
It gets hot. It gets hot. The room is getting hotter and hotter.
Wait, the room or the canary?
Both. Because the canary cage starts to shake, and you open it up, and the canary has killed the other canary.
What?
And then you open the gate for some stupid reason.
Why did
and
I
the
do
canary
that?
flies around the room, attacking your whole family.
Oh no, not the canary.
It swoops on your dad's face, and it slightly cuts open his cheek.
No.
It's the
My
best.
canary has rabies.
That's an actual scene from Nightmare on Elm Street 2. And I cracked up so hard. It's so good. It's so funny.
That sounds horrifying.
Nightmare on Elm Street 3, it's called Dream Warriors. Nancy returns from the first film. It's okay. It's pretty good. I liked it.
Cool.
At some point, some kid turns into a wizard. It's fun.
Nice.
I like that film a lot. It was very enjoyable.
Cool,
that's a goodie. 4 is called The Dream Master. Actually kind of good. Didn't mind it. I probably enjoyed it because in the first 20 minutes, there's a scene where a kid is dreaming and his dog's in the dream.
Yep.
And the dog's doing creepy things, like following him around a used car sale lot.
Whoa!
And the creepy music starts to play, and you're getting ready because it feels like a jump scare's coming.
Yep.
And the dog lifts up its leg, and then pees fire!
Oh my god!
It's so good.
What?
It's the funniest scene of all time.
Is it peeing fire?
A dog just pees fire, and then a jump scare noise plays. Look up that scene, it's incredible. Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child, sucks. Everything about it is awful, don't watch it, it's a massive oldie. There is a death in a Nightmare on Elm Street 5. Zach has one character, he's a big comic book reader. Right. He loves reading comic books, and when he dreams that he is, in fact, a comic book and made out of paper. Nice. So Freddy comes into his dream and rips him up.
Okay, wait, sorry. Well, hold up. So, Freddy comes into the comic books and rips him up.
No, Freddy's a normal person.
He just comes into, like, a room and rips up a comic book?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
But the comic book's the kid.
Oh. Horrifying.
It's so scary.
Yeah, wow.
It's so freaky. Oh my. The scariest scene from 89.
Wow.
And then the sixth one is called Freddys Dead, and it's really bad, but I really enjoyed it. Nice. Because it's very self-aware, and Freddy's just doing one-liners, and it's ridiculous. Nice. There's a point where a character is in a video game, and Freddy's playing the bad guy in the video game, beating up the kid. That was cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But, yeah, it's not a good movie.
No.
It's really bad. Spoilers for this film. Do you want to know how he dies? Do you want to know how Freddy dies?
Yeah, tell me.
His daughter tackles him on the floor and punches him a couple times.
Wow. Wow.
It's such a bad movie.
Yeah, no, that sounds terrible.
Hey, those are 6 films that I saw. The other one was New Nightmare. I'll talk about it after you talk about Puppet Masters.
Cool. So, Puppet Masters is a sci-fi thriller where a couple of federal agents are called in to investigate a spooky alien landing site. But when they get there, it's just a bunch of kids who did a hoax. But they didn't hoax. It was an actual sci-fi landing, and they're like, something seems weird about these kids. Because the lady agent, she's from NASA, she's smart. Okay. She figures out the kids aren't normal because they don't stare at her breasts.
Spooky!
Whoa.
There's no way that's the actual plot.
That's the scene. Yeah, no, that's the plot. Because she goes, whenever I encounter a man, they do a once up and down. They always do that. But these kids, these teenage boys...
Yeah, and that's how they realize
well, she just gets this weird feeling about them.
That's fair.
So what the aliens are, they're like a parasite.
Cool.
And they can attach to humans.
Nice.
They like weird starfish sort of thing.
Cool.
Except with only like 3... starfish. That's the best way of describing them.
So, like, their arms and head are starfish.
Yeah, things. They're like it's like a triangle shape almost, except. Yeah, see, you've got a picture of it there.
I've got a picture of it here. It almost looks...
it does look a bit like a starfish.
Yeah, it's kind. Yeah, I can see that.
And then it also
looks a little bit like an organic ship from like some random like TV show from that era as well.
It does a bit. But yeah, and then they've got these 3 different tentacles pointing in each my brain.
Spooky.
Spooky brain malfunction. They got 3 of these starfish sort of things going in 3 different oh my goodness, I cannot.
We're haunted.
3 different directions is the word I'm trying to say. Good lord. And then it's got the head of the alien, which just has a lot of tentacle, small little feelers pointing out of it. That attaches to the back of the neck. One of the main characters. Yeah. Eric Thale.
Okay.
He gets one attached to him. And there's an important note. Okay. I just have to tell you here where he does this thing where he gets captured by an alien and then he does this like O face with his mouth. Okay. Sort of like he's doing a vacuum cleaner impression, like
So is it like his way of being like, oh, I'm so surprised. Oh,
no. He's like pretending to be an alien, so he's just acting a bit weird. He's pretending to be this parasite that's pretending to be a human. And then, like, when it's revealed he's an alien, he does this, like, face or whatever. But he also does it for, like, the rest of the movie occasionally. He just makes this face, like, when his girlfriend gets captured by the aliens, which is a great scene, by the way. It's revealed in the scene where he's making out with this girl, and then she takes off her shirt, and then it sort of pans backwards, and then this creepy news... this music starts playing, and I'm like, oh, and then it reveals there's an alien on her back, and I was like,
cool.
yeah,
That's a cool like horror moment.
Yeah, it was a good scene. I really appreciated that scene.
Nice.
And then its tentacle sort of reaches around to try and attach to him, and he's like,
he does his face.
Yeah, he does the O face again, and then they're like, you know, she gets captured,
Nice.
and he makes this O face, like, oh no, they captured her, and then he just does it as his, like, oh no face as well.
Okay.
It's just like the face he does throughout this movie, and once you notice it, you can't not notice it.
That's fun.
Like, when he's in pain, he just makes this face. He just makes it all the time.
And Donald Sutherland is in this as
yeah,
well,
Donald
right?
Sutherland. I nearly forgot. He's great in this movie. He's
Okay.
like the chief of the sci-fi agents.
Cool.
Or whatever. He's really good. He's definitely the best actor out of all the actors here by a couple of miles. So yeah, overall, pretty alright movie. Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's quite old, and you can tell there's a lot of the tropes, but I feel like it made a lot of the tropes.
Yeah,
that it
right.
did.
Would you give it an oldie or a goodie?
I'm not sure. I think it's more of an oldie than a goodie. But if you like old sci-fi and like it's got a lot of tropes, but overall it was pretty reasonable.
Okay.
So I'd give it a not a baddie,
Okay.
but almost a goodie. Like not a greatie.
Yeah, not a greatie.
Yep.
So mine was Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Yep.
So it's set in the real world.
Whoa.
After the events of Freddys Dead, Wes Craven is like, oh, I'm going to write a new script of a Nightmare on Elm Street movie.
Oh, yeah.
And I want you, actress who played Nancy in the first film, whose name is Heather Langenkamp, I want you to play the main character. And she's like, but I'm done with the franchise and you killed me off.
Right, yeah.
But then, while she's thinking about doing the movie, spooky things start to happen in the real world.
Wait, so is this a movie about them making a Nightmare on Elm Street movie?
Yes.
Where
With the
he's
actual cast
haunting-
playing themselves.
playing themselves. Oh my god, this is brilliant. So it's like just a super meta horror movie.
It's a meta slasher.
nice. Oh my god, I love it.
And it's fun. It's really, really fun. So, the first creepy things that start happening is her kid. She's got a young kid. A very good kid performance as well. The kid is having nightmares and it's like sleepwalking around the house and watching the movie that she made in '84 without her permission. Spooky.
Ooh.
And one of
That's an adult movie. Ooh. The Australian rating board would have a field day.
they would ban it because there was yogurt in it.
Not yogurt.
That's a little reference to an episode we just did.
What? I don't understand
Still
your
don't
logic.
understand it. I was editing that episode and being like, what?
What were you saying, Sandro? I don't understand.
But the kid is great because whenever she wakes the kid up from like sleepwalking, which you shouldn't do.
Fun fact, doesn't matter.
Really?
Yes, that is a myth. You can totally wake someone that's sleepwalking.
Fun.
It would do the same damage waking a normal person would do, except they're standing up, so make sure they don't fall over or whatever.
Fun fact. There we go.
Or I guess if they were like chopping vegetables and you woke them up, they could cut their hand. Like, just wake them up. Fun fact. There you go.
But not if you're in a spooky movie.
Yeah,
Because the kid might scream.
Whoa!
And then the kid might go,
Never sleep again.
the kid puts on his voice when it gets woken up.
It's a little bit like this. Hey,
Whoa!
I'm a creepy kid.
And it's really good. Like, it's actually kind of like, that's weird and off-putting.
Yeah, no.
But it's also very funny.
Yeah, no, that is funny.
And then for Freddy Krueger, who's actually a demon that Wes Craven wrote into the movies to keep him in the movie land.
Whoa!
To keep his spirit, like, happy with all the death in that movie.
Ah!
The demon is upset because he's not scary anymore because the last two films were bad. So
That's amazing.
So he's coming into the real world, and this time he's bigger and meaner and scarier, and you know that because he's wearing a trench coat.
Hell yeah.
There's
Trench
a picture.
coats are cool.
He's
Wow,
got a nice little hat.
He looks cool.
Yeah, it is really cool, and his claws aren't a glove anymore. It's like it's attached to his bones. The claws are in his bones.
Well, that's cool.
Which is really cool.
I actually want to see this film. That sounds
It's really
cool.
fun.
Oh, well, there you go.
Which is cool. The design's really good. All the practical effects are great. The CGI work is not very good, but it's not very good by today's standards. It would be good by 90s standards, maybe even early 2000 standards.
Well, there you go.
Aside from one scene where they're on a highway
Yep.
and they're running through traffic,
Yep.
and it's so obvious it's just a screen screen.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's not very good.
Right,
but it's also kind of funny.
Yeah,
so you gotta like even it out.
Yeah, you gotta give the old horror movies some slack when it comes to their special effects, you know?
And like you want to have fun while watching these films as well. You want to laugh.
Yeah.
And this film takes itself very seriously, so to have one really bad scene with kids running through traffic that's obviously not there is very funny.
So there you go.
I give it a goodie. I think it was very enjoyable, and I liked it a lot. But now it's time to battle it out.
Okay.
With the spooks. And we read it out of 5 and then add it all up. Right?
Yeah,
Or read it out of 10.
Rating out of 10, special effects. Let's go.
Okay, what do you mean by special effects? Cause practical, fantastic.
Yep.
CGI, not so good.
All special effects. Also, you have to
Spooky!
Whoa.
Well, there's a lot more practical in mine than there are special
Yeah.
effects. There's special effects in mine, green screen work, not great.
Yeah.
There's this one scene where Freddy's about to eat a face, and his face stretches to eat the face.
Ugh.
Like, the look of his face as, like, stretched out is good.
Right.
But getting to that point...
Right,
they use
yeah,
the
it's the
CGI,
old
it's
CGI.
like,
To be
ooh.
fair, the old CGI stretcher face is very spooky.
It's
because of
it's
how
quite
bad
spooky.
the CGI is.
Yes.
But yeah.
So I'd probably give it like maybe a 6.5 or a 7. Somewhere down the middle.
Okay, so pretty decent.
It's alright.
I really like the effects of this movie. They didn't actually use any CGI that I can think of that I noticed particularly. So
That's good.
there you go.
Because they didn't have the money.
Yeah, well, or just...
Or they just really got to hire
But
them.
they used a lot of practical effects, and the practical effects I thought were pretty good.
That's good.
Mo-
Were the aliens practical?
Yeah, they were mostly practical. I can't think... They do, like, shoot a tentacle off to sort of fly around, but I think that's practical effects, and it's
you could
actually
definitely
really
do that
good.
practical. That's cool. Alright, that's nice.
So I thought they were really good, so I'm going to give it a 7 out of
Nice.
10. They don't use it too much, because most of it's just urban areas and people.
Sweating.
There is a lot of sweat in
That's-
one scene
yeah.
with Eric Thale. When he's an alien, he does a lot of sweating.
Okay.
Just a lot of sweating in general.
That's good fun. I like a good sweat.
Yeah. It's good. So that's the 7. Gore.
Gore. Oh, my film like holds back for a while
Yep.
on the gore factor, but then when it kicks in,
Yep.
compared to the other films, maybe not as much, but the gore that is there is very well done and it's very good. I would give it a solid 8 for that.
For gore, I don't think this is too gory. More just realistic because people die, but it's just mostly things getting shot.
Okay.
And there's a bit of blood, but it's less. It's not a very gory film. It's just a gritty, like realistic alien invasion film. I mean, you do see like when one of the aliens dies, it's goo, sort of. You know, it's like blood sort of pours out.
What
of
color
it.
is it? Blue?
I think it's actually still red.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah,
All right.
because they have to adapt to each host to like merge with them almost. So they kind of have a bit of human DNA in them. That's part of the movie.
Interesting. That's
So
cool.
yeah, I rated it a 5. You know,
Okay.
there's blood and stuff, but it's not really a gory film. So there
Fair
you go.
enough. Fair enough.
Sound. What did you think of the sound?
My soundtrack is so banging.
Yeah.
The soundtrack is so good.
Oh, it's a banger.
It's an absolute bunch of tuners just in a bucket. Love it.
Yep.
It's very good. It's got a lot of reworks from the original movie with like slightly updated synths and beats and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very good.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool.
It creates a really cool atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's good. The sound work as well. I mean, the kid just going,
Never sleep again.
so good.
Yep. No, that sounds pretty great.
The effect of Freddy talking is always a little weird because they add a lot of effects on that to make it deeper and kind of echoey. But it works really well in this. So all round, the soundtrack, the effects, the sound mixing, aside from the highway scene, so that probably loses it at a point.
Okay, yeah.
I'd probably go 9. The soundtrack is really good. It's really good.
Yeah, no,
and it doesn't have stupid rappers rapping about Freddy Krueger like the other films did.
Nice.
It's so dumb.
Yep.
Why
is there rap in those films?
In the 5th one, I think, the credits is, Freddy Krueger gonna haunt your dreams. It's like, what is this?
That's great. There wasn't very much music, and the music that was there was alright.
Yeah.
Although I do have to say, the, like, aliens making weird, like, squeal sounds whenever they die. Mm-hmm. Like, he shoots one, it goes...
Okay.
It's pretty good. They make, like, weird squealing sounds and other things.
Do the aliens, like, talk to each other? Like...
No. So the aliens actually link up like an avatar. They have the tentacle thing.
Oh, no, not hair sex.
Yeah, no. They have tentacle banging.
Oh, no! Which is another reason why Avatar is not original.
Yeah, no. I think it's like very close to what actually happens in Avatar. Where they also have, like, the mother brain of all the parasites, which they all link up to, and it's like a big mushroom tree thing.
That's cool.
Sort of like in Avatar.
Yeah, very similar.
So,
How's
you know...
that? We're on to you, James Cameron.
Yeah, James Cameron.
You made True Lies and it was good, but we're on to you.
We're on to your True Lies.
Ooh.
See, I give it like a 6.5.
Yeah, cool.
Characters of this movie. Boom.
Well, all my characters are real people. So
yeah. Oh yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Well, in terms of the acting, the actors are good. You've got like Heather, she's great. The guy who plays Freddy Krueger, he's fantastic. But then you've also got like Wes Craven playing himself.
Yep.
And he's not an actor.
Yep.
And you can tell. But it's one of those things where he's in the film and he's not doing very well in the very small amount of scenes that he has, but it's still him.
That sounds great.
So I think like the acting and the characters all around is fantastic. The main performances. The kid is so good.
Oh, really?
I'm so surprised how good the kid is.
Well,
the kid's quite small though. There were many points where I went, wow, that's a tiny kid.
Yep. Is that a criticism?
Not really.
Saying shots fired at this
because like
kid?
It's a
hard to hit target.
It's a very, very small kid.
Yep.
I think it's good. I'd probably go like a 9.
I mean, this is a very character-focused film, my one, where they have... because it's alien parasites taking over the actors and them having to act. Although the main character guy, he does that O face a lot, which is really weird.
It's good fun.
Female lead's there, she's alright. The most problem with this film is it's super predictable.
Yeah, right.
Like, I could tell you, like, guess the plot beforehand and then get most of it like correct before you've even seen the movie.
Okay, it's one of those ones.
Yeah,
that's fun.
The characters are alright though. I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
7, cool.
7 out of 10.
Alright.
Yeah. Spook factor. Ooh,
spooks ahoy!
Yes,
toot, toot.
The most important factor of our Halloween special.
There's quite a few spooks in mine.
Yeah.
I think like as soon as it starts, something's off. Which I like a lot.
Yeah.
Because at first I was like, this is just going to be a silly comedy like Freddys Dead. But it takes itself quite seriously and I really like that.
Yeah.
The kid just running around and doing his weird robot voice is very fun.
Yep.
And just spooky events happening all the time.
Okay.
So much spook in this movie.
Very spook. How would you rate it out of 10 out of spook?
Out of 10, on a level of spook to spook, it would get... I think I'm going to go 9 spooks again.
9 spooks?
And that could be because I watched all 6 previous where the spook level was high and then very, very low at the end of it.
Yeah.
Maybe that could be it.
Back high again.
Yeah, it's very high in this one.
So my film wasn't a horror film. It was a thriller. It was kind of spooky. The aliens are taking over people and they didn't know who was taking over or not till they figured out to like check people's coats and stuff. So it's like a thriller-y spooky, but it's not a spooky film.
Whoops. Oh well.
So like a 5 out of 10,
That's
you know?
Fair.
I mean, there was a sort of thing where they're like, checking aliens, and also that scene where he's making out with the girl, and then it pans back and you see the alien.
That's
really
very
spooky.
That's spooky.
So I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. 5
Okay.
out of 10.
5 out of 10 for spooks.
For spooks. You know, the most important category.
Yes.
So we have the final scores.
The final spook down.
Spook. So,
But
my movie.
Yes.
With a hefty failure of 30 points, 0.5.
30.5.
30.5 for the old spookometer.
That's pretty medium in the spook levels.
Yeah, that was a very medium sort of film.
That's out of 50, right?
Yes, out of 50.
Out of 50.
So it's like it's a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, no, almost exactly.
That's still a good
3 out of
rating,
5. Yeah, it's all right. But it doesn't compare to the 41.5 that you gave it. A whole 11 points above my one. So congratulations, you got the best film.
Yes, well,
and
I would give it 4 out of 5, so that makes sense.
And I won with my worser film.
Yes,
I guess
the bonus battle is whose film's the worst, technically.
And mine definitely was. I
won.
feel
Good work.
Yeah,
Makes sense. That is our spooky Halloween episode. Hope you have a good spooky day tomorrow. What are you going to be doing for Spook Day?
Washing out my ears of the word spook to how many times we've said this. If I ever hear anyone say spook again, I'm probably going to die.
You're probably going to spook yourself.
Yeah, just spook myself.
How do you spook yourself?
No, what you do is you set up like one of those paper bags full of air, and then you just place it under your seat or something, and then forget about it, and then come back later. You sit down and bang, and you're like, whoa! And you're like, oh yeah, I did that.
Yep.
That's how you spook yourself.
Alright, thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening to this spooky bonus battle. You can tell because we said spooky like 47 times.